Hello everyone, welcome back to Vampyr. I'm not sure what I was doing last episode, to be honest. We'll see. I couldn't find a solution to the to the SSD issue. Apparently this is just the way it's going to be. I suppose I could ask on the forum for some assistance. That's certainly a possibility. Why is this flashing? Okay, that's really annoying. I don't have epilepsy, as I've mentioned in at least one other episode, but not of Vampyr, but just, you know, in general. What just happened? Okay, I'm not sure what I just did. As I was saying, I don't have epilepsy, but that is still irritating. What the fuck? What does that do that it requires a reload every single time? I think it changed my outfit. I wasn't really paying attention to that. But that shouldn't require a reload, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it changed my outfit. That's stupid. I mean, at least tell me what it's going to do. The symbol doesn't really mean much to me. I thought I saw something... No.
It's locked.
Yes, I know it's locked. Alright, well, I'm going to chat up some people. Let's see, Elwood. So Thomas may still be blaming himself for what happened. It's not unusual. Survivor's guilt, or guilt of the survivor, as it was mentioned in the note, is very common. It's unfortunate, but people tend to... Oh, there's actually a staircase on that side. How come I never noticed that? People tend to blame themselves for things that weren't their fault at all.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood. Evening, Dr.
So,
Reid.
by the way, I looked it up. Apparently, sodium hypochlorite is actually used in very, 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 very small amounts
Why do you feel
for some things.
responsible for the injury, Thomas? What really happened? I wasn't disfigured by any German shells. It happened during my leave.
I just want to emphasize very, 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 very small amounts, and for the love of God, do not use bleach for anything ever, unless it's cleaning.
Come on.
And even then, you know, I'd advise something else before you try bleach. Bleach is basically the nuke of cleaning cleaning supplies. Okay, I'll recommend surgery.
Very successful for some soldiers.
Like, it's kind of like using a flamethrower.
I'd rather stay here. Just be forgotten. Tell me what really
Okay, apparently
I
that
went
was
with
the
a
wrong way
whore.
to go about it.
In Rouen. Dead drunk I was. The hotel was a shithole. There was a fire that night. Did you
I was saying,
start
it's
the
like
fire?
using a
Were
flamethrower
you trying to avoid going back to the front?
because you found an
That's not
ant.
uncommon, you know. No. It's just that I was asleep.
You know, the
when
bleach is
flames
really
reached
not
room.
the first thing you should try
Girl
when
was
it comes
long
to
gone.
cleaning.
Bitch never woke me up. Left me to burn.
Wow.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood. Give disgust on every street corner.
Let's chat up this
Good
young
evening,
woman.
miss. I'm Dr. Reid, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that?
Yeah, who is she?
And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reid, if you must know,
Of course you are.
I'm a vampire.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is
Yeah,
that not
a
enough
good
for
doctor
you,
does
puny
not
mortal?
actually go with
What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were.
does not go with
becoming
trying
a vampire.
immediately
That
to
was such a long
attack
time ago, I
a
don't
patient's
remember.
delusion.
Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see.
And she may actually be a vampire as far as he knows. Healthy? She's not healthy.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Please, describe to me how you feel.
She may actually be one, so I have to be careful about this.
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
Cotard syndrome is also called walking corpse syndrome. It's when someone believes that they are dead.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty.
Huh.
Mortal. You can't even begin
So she
to understand
speaks
the
with that guy.
concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right?
She's either a patient or she should be.
To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Uh-huh.
Who are these enemies you
Yeah,
mention?
I don't think she's a
Can you
vampire at
describe
all.
them?
I cannot say for
She's
sure,
just a crazy person.
but I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
Well,
The
that
staff here
is
are
where I
not
found the
They're
scowls.
here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
New citizen investigation. I guess. Wait, are these connected? I'll bring the wallet first. I think the investigation
I'll
of
leave
this
you, Mistress of the Dark, to your
vampire
nocturnal activities.
I wish I could be
can wait.
Feel my blood boil with fever.
And talk with this
Good
guy,
evening,
because
Mr.
apparently I
Elwood.
unlocked a new
Evening,
hint.
Dr. Reid. How close are you to Miss Hawcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for our next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A
Uh-huh.
normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes
So
too
that
far.
was the
She's
problem.
quite harmless.
When I
I can assure
suggested
you. Her head's broken
the surgery,
inside is all.
he doesn't want
Heart
surgery, he
busted
just
on
wants
the
to be
outside.
treated like a normal
She's
person,
still beautiful.
and for the pain to stop.
Living proof that there's hope for me.
So do you let her bite you?
Hint lost. It doesn't explain what that means, but I think it is because I had the wrong
You know
reaction
that's
with
not
him.
sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of my blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
I guess.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the
Yeah,
real
unfortunately that's also disturbingly common.
Goodbye for now, Mr.
People who choose or want to choose fantasy over reality because of how depressing their lives are.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr.
Pippa.
Jonathan Reid. Dr.
Hawkins.
Swansea has recently offered me a
Wasn't that
position
guy's
in this
name?
hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
That was the other guy's name, right? No, Elwood, Hawkins, Howcroft. Yeah, I must have confused with Howcroft. Or, no, Hampton, Watts, yeah.
How would you describe this
Okay,
situation at the
I'll
Pembroke?
question this nurse and then go back to
The
doing a
flu is wreaking
few
havoc amongst
citizen
the staff
quests.
and patients. We are running out of everything.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse?
This epidemic
What if in
actually
the end,
it was
nobody
worse.
was spared?
And unfortunately,
How long
Um,
have you been a nurse?
Or long enough to see that the
I've
epidemic
seen
is winning.
estimates that the
And no
black,
matter how
sorry, that
qualified
the
you are,
Spanish flu
don't tell me you'll
was
change
only
that.
stopped because everybody who was susceptible to die from it did die from it.
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins.
And that
In
totaled
medicine,
in
sometimes
the
we're just a test
tens
result away
of
from
millions of people worldwide.
Sorry, Doctor.
I think the
I
highest
don't want to
estimates
sound
put the
bitter.
number at 100
I'm just
million
too tired
people.
to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
And that may not sound
How
like
is the
much,
Pembroke
given that
staff
we have
coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance
seven-
driver, is even more grumpy
7
than usual,
or 8 billion people
especially
at the
concerning
moment.
doctors.
But even nowadays, it would be just 1/70th of everybody.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis?
And,
Is it just an
and
act?
Milton's not the kind of man
even,
who's
even back
worried
then, I
about
mean,
a
it
bad
was a ton
reputation,
of people.
whether he
I'm not sure
deserved
what
it or
the
not.
population was. I can check here. Give me a sec. In 1920, it was just under 2 billion people.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not
So,
the chatty type.
yeah, 5% of everybody back then died. Okay. Wait, so which hint did I get? Was it for this guy? No. For this girl? No. Oh, right, must have been for the doctor. No. No. I did get a hint, didn't I? Weird. Alright.
I wonder what your last thoughts would be, sir.
Alright, let's take the wallet. I'll talk to Dr. Swansea later.
It's really pissed me off this time.
Where is the owner, though? Whoop. That was obviously not the button that I meant to hit. I was looking for something to give me the map of the area. Ah, here we are. So the owner is supposed to be in this area somewhere. I can't see anybody. I don't sense anybody. Can't break the window. No fall damage, thankfully. I mean, I couldn't even do anything if I wanted to except jump down, so that's a relief. Yeah, it is in this area. Maybe whoever owns the wallet is in the morgue? No, that seems a bit silly.
It's locked, all right.
Or they're in the hospital, the main area of the hospital.
A giant morgue disguised as a hospital.
Hmm.
That's Pembroke nowadays.
I thought something here was glowing, like I was supposed to pick it up. Right, so I'll check the inventory. Key items. Bloody diary. No, where's the wallet? Shelter key, there's a morgue key, photograph in a wallet. Oh, okay. There we go, Milton hooks. Ah, here he is. Sir, I have your wallet.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reid. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reid. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not
No
sure
judgment.
I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reid.
Old habits,
If you
not
ever
all
need a
habits.
better
Oh my
gun,
god.
remember,
Subtitles.
I may have something for you.
I
Okay.
have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved
Why is his
your
armband in such low
some
res?
money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please,
Yeah.
take this money anyway. To remind you to
I mean,
keep
seriously,
your
who
mouth
gives a
shut.
shit?
Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reid.
Well, those people are weird.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Jesus Christ, Jonathan.
The horrors I've seen since working here.
Seriously, a
City was
bit of
so
tact,
long
man.
before the epidemic, Dr. Reid.
Why do your colleagues hate you so
But
much?
correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
I mean, I can't blame him.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
So that
Keep
they can
people
defend
alive your own way,
themselves.
Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
Okay. What is your occupation? I mean, I already mentioned you as the ambulance driver.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reid. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running?
Honestly, if hospitals couldn't break a few rules every now and then, administrative
During the
rules,
war, I witnessed a few
they probably
crimes
couldn't
just
function
like you
properly.
come together in difficult circumstances.
At least
It can be very
in
Maybe
my
you're right.
country,
But we support each other.
which
That's
I
what
haven't
matters.
revealed, but whatever. My point is, it's from the perspective of my country, which is not necessarily your country, so don't judge.
Goodbye, Milton.
You know, don't try to say, oh well, how could they do that if, and then you follow up with a question based on how hospitals work in your country.
On every street corner. The daily route.
Where is she? Ah. Oh. Oh, they actually move around. Interesting. Not just the
Good evening.
the
Nurse
nurses, but
Good
also
evening,
the
Dr.
patients, if they can.
Pepper, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes, Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have
Not at
no
all.
intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins. But
Seriously,
are you aware
in the middle of the
risks?
Spanish
The
flu,
rules say I won't be allowed to
they
work
need
as a nurse anymore.
they need
But
something.
here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke, but we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Alright, I've dragged this on enough. Getting to know the patients. Well, I'll chat up the Reverend or whatever. Because I think I've gotten to know everybody except whoever is in here. Wait, is this open or not? No, it's locked.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reid, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was
Yeah.
not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained
Huh.
perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief.
Yeah.
Now all
I mean,
need to do is
after
rest and return to my
what he
flock.
went through, that's to be expected.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in
I'm
the
surprised he
cave.
wasn't turned
Tom?
into a
Yes,
vampire
of
though.
course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
Alright. Check. Do not
People are
drink
still in
the
despair.
barkeep.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this
Or
contagious
embrace, as the
nightmare.
game calls it.
No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not
Yeah?
really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
Come on, a man needs a drink. I mean,
How did you end up in William?
you must know
Bishop's
something.
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton.
Or a
Or
fool.
a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reid. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
Alright, fair enough.
What is the general situation in the East End?
There must be someone I can drink without
With a lot of
crashing the
tension between
entire
the gangs and
district.
The Dockers Trade Union. The Wet Boot Boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Who?
Who leads the gang now?
Since
Who the
Clay
fuck is
Cox went
that?
missing, it's his wife Edwina who
Wet
runs
Boot
the
Boys.
show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
I mean, with the name, only one
no.
type
I've
of
had this
gang
nickname
comes
for
to
so
mind.
long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
I'll ask him how he
do you
feels.
feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually.
Hmm.
William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of
I
you.
think his eyes are turning red.
I believe all I need is rest. And then I can
Like
go
near
back to
the
being
edges,
me.
it looked like they were a little red. The same way Jonathan's
Good night,
eyes
Mr.
were
Hampton.
when he
We'll
was
talk
turning.
again later.
Could also just be a graphical glitch, or my, or you know, anything else really. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just going to talk with Dr. Swansea, and then end the episode.
Please,
Sorry that this
Jonathan,
one has been
hurry.
just me chatting up with people, but it is an important part of the game to get to know people,
Fascinating.
so that I
is it
know
not?
who I can drink.
In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life
I've heard
and
this
death.
voice actor before, but I can't place him.
You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
Actually,
I wish
again,
I could share
why
your enthusiasm,
is
Dr. Swansea.
Jonathan so unaware of everything that's going on here? I don't think the game has explained that yet.
Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's
I mean,
most
he did
eminent
say
specialist in
that
blood
he was
transfusions,
coming
a
here
vampire. One might say a
to
gift
meet his
from
sickly
heaven.
mother. Well, I guess.
It may seem strange, but your words have brought me some comfort here.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
Edgar.
There is no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Yeah, when
Very
people were
well.
trying to kill me.
I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
Yeah, go
The
on.
Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling.
Yeah.
And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me
Lady
to
Ashbury.
eradicate this threat.
Why, the stool of
Oh, right, I think that was
I
the
would
woman who
like
killed
you to
the
pay her a
Scal.
visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents
Or,
outside, tending
no,
the
actually,
sick.
no,
You can't
probably
miss her.
not.
Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted.
Alright.
I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Their names are so weird. Ashbury. And Swansea is a place, I think. Warning letter. Okay, apparently some experiment. Wait, was there... No? Okay. Ah! There we are. Rakesh Chandana. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce that. Okay, someone who was taught in the war. Honestly, in a pinch like this, you'll take whoever you can get. Hell, I could probably qualify just because I watched a lot of medical shows in an emergency like this. Well, watched and of course learned. And although my field is physics, it still gives me, I think, sufficient skills to be able to help in an apocalyptic scenario like this. Anyway, as I said, I was just gonna chat up Dr. Swansea and end the episode. I apologize once more for the fact that this episode was mostly me talking with random characters, but as I said, it's part of the game. I need to understand them so that I know who I should embrace depending on what I want to happen to the world. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you again next time.